The tone, forgive the urgency, but honestly, forgive me when I say this is one of the best products we have in our catalogue and arsenal of products as a company. It is phenomenal. Heat when you want it, where you want it, okay? You might even be able to turn down your central heating this year because of what this can do. And we are giving you a clearance price. There's no two ways about it. There's no way to sugarcoat it. We're not going to give you one of these. We're going to give you two of them. So one for upstairs, one for downstairs. It's heat where you are and not lots of spaces where you're not ever going to be. This is an incredible Beldray 500 watt handy plug-in heater. How much are you thinking? 60 quid each, 70 pounds each, ready, going to clear them out, first come, first serve. Okay, we don't have huge amounts of them. We've got a few, not huge amounts, 20 pounds. You're like, what, 20 pounds each? 20 pounds for both of them. Now, right, wait, sit, think, soak it up. You're going, no way, where's the catch? £5 a day plus your postage, massively reduced, £6.99, gets both of those delivered to your door. You'd have them 3 to 5 working days. Find a problem with them. Have them for 2 weeks and find me a problem. I'm telling you, you won't. But if you can, send them back, we'll give you back your £5. These are fantastic. And the reason why they're fantastic, firstly, they're from Beldray. They've been around since 1872. Secondly, you have got 2 fan speeds, low and high, digital temperature settings, overheating protection, LED display, temperature adjustable between 15 to 30 degrees, and a 60-second safety cool-down function. You've got a 90-degree rotating plug and up to 12 hours of timer on these. To give you the honest opinion of someone who's been in shopping TV for 20 years, they are brilliant. You won't believe how good they are until you use them. If you work in an outbuilding that's got no heat, if you work in a building that's got heat but they never have it on, or if you just want heat around you, these are perfect. As long as you've got a plug socket near you, they are going to warm you up. You go and stay at a friend's house that's always got the cold room where they put their guests, take one of them in your bag. It doesn't even need to know you've got one with you. It'll keep you lovely and warm. I had one of these when we first actually started offering them here in Ideal World. I took it into my dressing room. After 15 minutes, I had to turn it down. My dressing room was that warm. They are fantastic, and I cannot recommend them enough. 2 for a £5 today, plus your postage, first instalment of 4. You're daft if you don't. You've gone mental 4 of them already. You are going to be... Do you work in an office? Yeah? Do you not feel the heat where you work? Got a plug near you? Of course you have. You've got a computer, right? Plug that in next to where you are. Warmth all around you. Stuff central heating. Warmth in the room where you are. Warmth upstairs in the room you're going to be. They are astonishing. Getting on my own nerves. They're going to sell out. 772 657. These are your Beldray plug-in heaters.
Enjoy your own personal heat wherever you go with this 500 watt plug-in heater. With an adjustable digital temperature control and 2 different fan speeds, at 500 watts this small heater is a real alternative to larger heaters. This compact heater, which is housed in a cool touch casing, makes it safer and easier to move. Fits easily into the power outlet and emits heat up to 30 degrees centigrade. And for added peace of mind, this heater also includes a 12-hour timer and a handy remote control, so you can conveniently adjust the heater from the comfort of your chair with this 500 watt plug-in heater from Beldray.
I should just point out quickly, guys, these do not come with the remote control, okay? These are not the remote control ones, but they are so easy to use, you can't go wrong other than not getting them. That's the item number. Get them in your basket. They are going to go. I'm being told how busy we are already. It's like a clearance of these. Let's go over to Peter Vollebrecht. He can explain them all to you. Peter?
Yeah, absolutely. These are fantastic. Well, you heard Mike's enthusiasm there. That's because everybody here at Ideal World loves these because they're absolutely brilliant. Personal warmth, where, when, and exactly how much you want. Exactly how much, because these are thermostatically controlled. I mean, okay, when I saw them first, I thought, ooh, a handy little plug-in fan heater. And yes, that's what they are. But they are so much more because, first of all, like I say, thermostatically controlled. So you choose your exact temperature, anywhere from 15 to 30 degrees. On the front here, you can choose exact temperature you want. And have a look inside here. We have a ceramic core, 2 ceramic hearts in here. We've been talking about how ceramic gives you continuous heat. Essentially, once these are in their heat cycle, continuous heat without the use of continuous electricity to provide that heat, because it's ceramic connected to a thermostat. They're small, they're convenient, they're going to give you that warmth where and when you want it. There's no cables, there's a plug on the back. You literally plug them directly into the wall. So they're convenient. You can take them with you in your bag, in your pocket even. They're small enough to fit into a pocket. And you get 2 of them, and they're both boxed separately. So even if you got one for yourself and one as a gift for somebody else, brilliant, especially at this incredible deal. When you use them, literally, they plug straight into the wall to make sure the plug is switched on. Plug them directly into the wall, and that is it. It is providing warmth in your specific area. So not having to switch on a radiator, and indeed switching on the entire central heating just so you can be warm and comfortable in the area you're in. What about when you get up first thing in the morning? Switch it on, literally to whatever temperature you want. It's warm in the area you're getting dressed in. Then unplug it and take it downstairs with you. Have it in the area you're having breakfast in. Then unplug it and take it with you to work, where maybe you can't control the temperature in that entire building, but you can be warm in the situation you're in, plugged in underneath the desk where you are, or if you work in a shop where the door is constantly opening, you're warm in the area you're in. You can set the exact temperature. There are 2 fan settings on here as well. The casing always remains cool touch, even as the internal element heats up to exactly the temperature you want. And when you come to switch it off, once you power it off on here, it will continue, the fan will continue for 60 seconds after the element has switched off to cool down the entire unit, so that literally you can unplug it and take it with you. Now the plug is very clever as well, because you can angle it. So that means that, well, if you have your plugs this high on the wall, not an issue. If you're like me at home, my plugs are very close to the floor, so this wouldn't work. But I can angle the plug. Look at that. So I can have it horizontal or vertical, whichever I want. So literally that, giving you warmth where, when, and how much you want, wherever you are, and then the convenience of being able to angle it as well in a really small and compact little unit, again, that is thermostatically controlled and giving you that heat, and with the ceramic heart as well. Safety on this, because if it's ever covered up, if it's covered up like, say, a curtain, or maybe somebody leans against it or whatever, it will automatically switch off. So this unit can never, ever overheat as well. Like I said, so much more than just a handy little plug-in fan heater. It's incredible.
It is incredible. Thank you, Peter. Very clear, very definitive explanation of this. Now, some of you are sitting at home going, Mike, we don't really need one. Maybe we've got central heating. Do you know, central heating, I don't know about you at the moment, but honestly, there's a lot been happening just recently, right? Yeah? In our world. And what I mean by in the UK, a lot of energy suppliers going under, yeah? Then we had the fuel problem. And forearmed is forewarned, right? I talk about fuel problem. I heard Chris Rea the other day. Apparently, he's already walking home for Christmas in case he can't get fuel. So let's think about things like this, right? All I'm going to say to you is this: central heating. You know, when you sit down in the front room and it's warm because your central heating's on, and then you turn around to your missus and you go, do you know what? I'm feeling a little bit cold, because you get used to that kind of heat, right? And then she leans over and goes, well, the central heating's on. Go and turn it up for me, darling. Or maybe you get up and you go and turn it up. The moment you turn that dial, you're turning up the central heating in the room you're in, all the other rooms you're not in, and you're also turning up the energy that you're now using. So therefore, you're effectively turning up your bill every time you turn that thing up. And when you bear in mind you can only ever be in one place at one time, central heating is a little bit, if you will, not to our favour, because we're heating rooms we're never going to be in and paying for that. And that's why our energy bills never seem to go down. How about this year? Wouldn't it be nice to be able to turn your central heating not just down, but maybe even off? Because when you've got a device like this, this is heating your area where you are, not every other room where you're not. And even if you think, well, we still need central heating, Mike, turn it down. So when your room is of a nice temperature, but that room is now maybe not as warm as you need it to be, don't go and dial up the thermostat and turn up rooms everywhere else in your house and pay for that. Plug this in next to where you're sat and let that heat pour out of there. With your 2 fan speeds low and high, you are going to up to 15 to 30 degrees Celsius, and I defy anybody. I have one of these in my dressing room. Now, granted, my dressing room isn't huge, trust me. But the fact being is, I had to turn this off after 15 minutes. I was baking in there. They are brilliant. And then going upstairs, it's not that you've got to unplug it, take it upstairs and plug it in, which you can do. And let's face it, if you are a couple, you're sleeping on two different sides of the bed. So it's not just one person's side that's going to be warm. Both people's sides can be warm because you've got two of them. And they're on timers, so you don't have to worry about leaving them on all night because they'll turn themselves off automatically. That's so clever. And they are so unbelievably affordable. Outbuildings, sheds with plugs and stuff like that, if you've got them, garages where you're working, we're only set to get colder and colder as we move into the rest of this year. Autumn is upon us, the dark nights are in the post. At the end of this month, that's when the clocks all fall back, and that's when the lights get darker, the days get shorter, and it's really temperatures start to plummet. That's when you'll be grateful of these. So 772-657 is the item number. Take advantage of the deal. OK, Pete, we've got some thermal imaging VTs and all kinds of things. Talk us through it, mate.
Yeah, we're going to demonstrate exactly how these work with a thermal imaging camera, that literally sees heat. So we set it on one of these little heaters as it was heating up. And we can see 10 seconds there, it's already providing heat. So they're very, very fast at heating up. And you can see the internal glow there of the ceramic heart. And it continues to heat up on this very rapidly. There's a 30-second heat up. It's achieving the temperature that we've set for this. So it happens really quickly. Within a minute, it is starting to pump out the temperature, whichever temperature that you've chosen, all the way up to 30 degrees. And then when you switch the power off, it's very clever because the power switches off at the element but continues at the fan. So the fan then cools the whole system down. As you can see, 30 seconds later, it's starting to cool down. And believe me, the case is always cool touch. So within a very short period of time, it means that you can unplug it and literally take it away. Now there you can see the element has completely cooled down to the point that when you unplug this, pop it into your bag, into your pocket. It is that easy and convenient. And when we talk about ease and convenience as well, we're talking about something that is portable. Now, if you think, I can't think of any other portable heating that is as portable as this. You know, okay, your radiators may be on wheels, but you can look a bit silly dragging them down the road. Those fan heaters, those big blow heaters, you're not going to put them in a bag and take them with you. This you can take wherever you want to go. As Mike was saying, if you're visiting somebody where you can't, an atmosphere, wherever, your office, where you can't control the heating in that entire building, but you can control the heating in the space you're in. It's so small and so convenient. And also convenient because we've got a timer on this. So if you wanted to have this switch off anywhere from up to 12 hours in hourly increments, you can set it to switch off. So that means that when you go to bed in that space, that area you're in, you can have it providing warmth up until the point that you get into bed, and then as you drift off to sleep, it will go to sleep as well. It will switch itself off. And then in the morning, switch it on. You're warm and comfortable and conveniently warm in the area you're getting dressed in without having to compromise the rest of the house. Maybe you're getting up before everybody else. And even if you were switching on the central heating, how long is it going to take to provide you with the warmth that this can provide instantly? Then literally unplug it. The plug is attached. There are no cables. Unplug it and take it with you downstairs. So again, without the rest of the house being disturbed or having to heat up an entire house, you can be warm and comfortable in the space you're in where you're having breakfast and then take it with you to work or wherever. It's a brilliant, brilliant system. We brought them, well, I think it was last year, maybe it was the year before, but as soon as we brought them, everybody went, yeah, what a brilliant idea. Why did nobody think of this before? We love them here at Ideal World, and everybody gets them for gifts as well because, as I say, you get them individually boxed. So you get one for yourself, one for somebody else, or whether they're two gifts, and it's a phenomenal deal as well. And from Beldray, and as it says on the box, you get a 2-year warranty with this. That's all the peace of mind you need. Is a brilliant little system. Literally plugs into the wall like that. No cables whatsoever. And that's it. Now I'm creating warmth in the space I'm in. Personal heat, where, when, and what, how much you want. Thermostatically controlled, remember, from 15 degrees all the way up to 30 degrees. And everything is very clear on an LED display right there. So you can see everything clearly for you. And then when you switch it off, you have two fan settings on here, and when you switch it off, remember, the element switches off first, but the fan continues for 60 seconds to fully cool down the unit so that you can then literally unplug it from the wall and take it away. And you see how the outer casing always remains cool touch. It's only the element that heats up. And believe me, you'll be surprised how quickly the outer element cools down to the point that you can touch it and take it away. And you've always got the peace of mind that this unit can never overheat. Can never overheat because it's thermostatically controlled, but also it has a safety cutoff if this were ever covered up by somebody leaning against it, maybe a curtain or a pet or somebody literally sitting against it, it will automatically switch off. And then remember, as easy as that, you unplug it from the wall, pop it into your bag, into your pocket even, take it with you, so you've always got warmth with you whenever you want it. Brilliant.
Impressive, isn't it? And so simple. The pure premise of it, the simplest solutions to problems are always going to be the best ones, and that is as simple as it gets. All you need is a plug point, and as long as there's power there, you plug that thing in, and you're going to hopefully be as warm as you should be, as warm as you need to be, or as warm as you want to be. And that's what you have here, let alone the fact it's from Beldray, so this company has got a huge amount of pedigree, nearly 150 years. They're not new kids to the block. They kind of help build the block. So therefore, when they bring something to the market, they need to be all that and then some. Otherwise, they run the risk of jeopardising that reputation, damaging that heritage, and making you feel as if their products aren't as good as they need, want, or you should have in your life. But that's not what Beldray are like. That's where you get a 2-year guarantee with it. Honestly, from someone who's been around a block or two in shopping TV land, I know how good those are. They are brilliant. And I think in all of the arsenal of goodies that we've got here in our catalogues of products that we offer you, they are, without a doubt, some of the best. And at that kind of money, £20, I mean, these are giftables. And speaking of which, if you would like to gift them, the lucky recipient has got until the 21st of January next year to decide if they want to keep them. So you can wrap them both up, put them under the tree for one person, and then come the 21st of January next year, if they decide they don't like them or they don't think they're brilliant, as long as you return us them back, we'll give you back every pound and penny of the instalments you've given us. So they are perfect for that reason as well. But I think you're going to want to start using them straight away. And then when you realise the amount of heat that these things can deliver, you're never going to want to let them go. But we'll let you make that decision.
Enjoy your own personal heat wherever you go with the Beldray handy plug-in heater. With an adjustable digital temperature control and 2 different fan speeds, this small heater is a real alternative to larger heaters. This compact heater, which is housed in a cool touch casing, making it safer and easier to move, fits easily into the power outlet and emits heat up to 30 degrees centigrade. For added peace of mind, this heater also includes a 12-hour timer and added overheat protection. The Beldray handy plug-in heater, adding warmth to every home.
Yeah, busy show. These are flying out, Pete. One more quick run around.
Yeah, remember, so much more than it appears to be just a little portable fan heater. Remember, this is a thermostatically controlled unit with a ceramic heart in here. We've got a timer on here as well. We've got 2 fan settings. We've got a safety thermal cutoff switch on here. We can choose from 15 all the way up to 30 degrees. We've got, again, you know, so much going on in here. It is just a brilliant little handy personal warmth where, when, and exactly how much you want.
772 657 is the item number.